What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome back to the channel. So in this video, we're going to be talking about the I guess you can call it rumors or insinuations going around concerning Drake performing at the FIFA World Cup. And I don't know if I'm gonna call it a halftime show yet, but it's funny that people, especially fans of Drake, are making this like, this is some sort of win. Okay, if he performs, okay. Look, it wasn't. We'll get into that. We'll get into that. Having said, look, this is a video from Marcus at Work Media. So if you haven't ever been to his channel, make sure you check it out. Give him a sub and check out his videos. I'm gonna give my thoughts on this as we go along. So let's get started.
Well, welcome back to Marcus at Work Media. So rumor has it on these internet streets that your boy BBL Drizzy might be plotting a comeback. How, you might ask? How can he possibly outdo the year Kendrick had with the Super Bowl topping it all off? Well, it's a clip floating around with the president of the World Cup insinuating he could be bringing Drake for a first ever halftime show for the World Cup coming.
Before you get into that part, for as far as comebacks go, me personally, I don't see performing at the World Cup in any capacity necessarily the start of a comeback. I feel like while the song Not Like Us is worldwide at this point, most of the world is not focused on the Kendrick and Drake beef, nor do they probably even really. I feel like, I don't know, y'all tell me if y'all think I'm wrong. I feel like most of the world, especially soccer fans, football fans, right? That type of football, soccer fans. I feel like they're not going to be privy to all the intricacies of a Drake and Kendrick beef. And so in a sense, that might even be better for him. But then also, like, if he's performing, you got to think a good majority of the people who do watch football, a lot of them don't speak English. I don't know, man. I just feel like logistically, it's kind of crazy, right? They're gonna have to have interpreters, so then the song might not come out. I don't know. Comeback wise, I think his comeback has to be focused on what's going on in North America for the most part. Even though Drake has fans worldwide, I'm not saying that. Especially like UK and stuff where they speak English. And yeah, soccer's part of that, right? In that area. But I don't think it's all about performing at a bigger venue, especially a venue where most people don't know what's going on anyway, because those ain't the people whose mind you're trying to change or perception that you're trying to change. It's those of us who know what happened and what Kendrick did at the Super Bowl. It wasn't even that he performed at the Super Bowl. That ain't really the thing. The thing is what he said. So unless Drake's going to say something like that, who cares? It's just another performance at this point, right? So it's another karaoke show.
But no, say it ain't so.
All right, we got to ask you about the halftime.
Yeah.
We know that you've enlisted Chris Martin, right? Coldplay. Are they playing during the halftime?
They will not play during the halftime of the FIFA World Cup. They will help us, though, to design and produce the best halftime.
So what are we thinking? What are we thinking?
We're thinking big. We'll have 2 billion viewers from every corner of the world. It's like 20 times the Super Bowl. So we are very excited about that. You have to watch it.
Who's on your list?
You have to watch it. That's a surprise.
You can't leave Shakira.
I will come back here to announce it.
Mr. Worldwide, we've got some.
I will come back to announce it here. It will be global, right?
Okay, I have a great idea for you for the halftime. I'm sorry, I'm obsessed with this.
Tell me.
Drake. Because you were at the Super Bowl.
Boy.
Kendrick Lamar dissed him at the Super Bowl.
We can create a bit of a rivalry.
Drake comes back for,
It's a good idea. Actually, Drake was with us when we announced the host cities of.
You might be onto something here.
I should have his number still somewhere.
I expect to be sitting right next to you when you sign him on the dotted line.
Hey, listen, I mean, it wouldn't be beyond them to do that, especially just for the fact that. But here's my thing, though. Do a majority of their viewers, a lot of us and a lot of people who watch the Super Bowl watch because they know about the beef. They know what's going on with the beef. Even her, she was like, Kendrick, this Drake at the Super Bowl. But like, are the majority of soccer fans going to know what's going on? And again, Kendrick performing at the Super Bowl, it wasn't so much that he performed and Drake didn't. It was like everything surrounding it. The song coming out and you know, Drake and Cole, big as the what? You know, so it was like he performed it and it was the diss. Honestly, that's what really made it as far as their situation goes, right? Not Kendrick performing and a performance he did. That's a separate thing. But between those two, what really made that wasn't Kendrick performing. He's a huge artist, man. And so him performing is kind of be like expected, if not now, eventually. But it's what he said and how he said it. So unless Drake is going to be doing his performance and, I don't know, do Family Matters or something like that, or start talking his shit to Kendrick, it's not the same. I don't look at that as the same. It's not. If he just gonna get up there and do some of his old catalog, okay. So I mean, for the fans of Drake, like, okay, if he perform at the Super or the World Cup, it's 2 billion fans. Okay, cool. He's Drake, man. He's still a huge artist, and yeah, soccer is a bigger sport than football. Okay, I don't even see where the argument's at with that. He's not going to do what Kendrick did. He ain't going to stand 10 toes down on nothing. What? He going to keep suing shit. Ain't none of that going to change. Ain't none of this going to change for Drake. Ain't none of this changing the perception. So I just don't get it, man.
So this is not the first time that the president of the World Cup and Drake has not only had a conversation.
So FIFA announced that they're going to be doing a Super Bowl style halftime show for this upcoming World Cup final. And it will be the first one of its kind, because even though music and FIFA, especially at the World Cup, is involved, they don't really do big halftime shows. That's not a thing in soccer. And although they haven't announced who's going to headline it, even though it's going to be here in North America next year, if I had to put my money on who it'll be, I don't know. Maybe it'll be this guy.
Yo, Drake might have won the war after all, bro. Ain't no way in hell. Bro is set to perform at the World Cup next year, and he just dropped a new album, and this is fire.
That ain't winning the war because you performed for FIFA. I don't know, man. What are these people talking about and where they come up with this shit? Like, bro, he got a lot to do to win the war. Like, his album was ass. It was subpar. And I don't care what they say or how they spin it. And performing at FIFA, how is that winning the war? The nigga suing, it was so bad. Please explain to me how that's winning the war. This nigga got a lawsuit in against his record label because he lost so bad. How is he winning, nigga?
Fire. Bro was feeling like Vinicius last week watching that Super Bowl halftime show, but you know what?
Man, I never listened to a light-skinned nigga with clear fucking glasses frames and shit. Like, come on, this nigga look like he a weirdo. I ain't even gonna hold you. I know I'm kind of light, right? I don't identify with these light skins. I'm just letting y'all know I'm a little light myself, but I don't identify with those type of light skins. I'm putting that on the record. All right.
Ended up happening the same thing Vinicius did. We should have known bro was cooking something up when he linked with the FIFA president. And now this all makes sense because Kendrick is a Spurs fan, bro. No wonder he's always so angry. Side note, Canada needs to get their shit together, bro, because obviously they're already qualified for the next World Cup. But that last World Cup performance was trash. They have one of the top scorers in the French league. They have Alphonso Davies. I thought they were going to do way better than they actually did, but that was actually kind of embarrassing. And enough time has passed. I think it's safe to say that this new collab album of Drake and Party Next Door is already clear of GNX.
Drake is potentially going to be headlining the FIFA World Cup.
So he gonna say I'm going on a bigger stage than NFL.
Yeah, so he gonna one up him.
I respect that because he do got a little love for soccer too.
That's 1.5 billion people.
Yeah, that's worldwide. Not even.
Yeah.
Now, how does those numbers
again? So what though? I mean, so what though? Because for me, the thing wasn't that Kendrick performed at the Super Bowl and Drake didn't. Whether it was true that Drake turned down the Super Bowl or not, like for me, that don't really matter, because it's like Drake could have performed at the Super Bowl in the past, right? And maybe he will one day in the future. I don't know. I doubt it, but who knows? So it wasn't that Kendrick performed at the Super Bowl and that made him so much better than Drake just because he was asked to perform. That, for me, that didn't matter. It was the fact that he was taking that battle on the national stage and he stood down, 10 toes down, and he finished it, man. He finished it because Drake was still talking shit, being funny, using propaganda, using all these outlets to talk down on Kendrick and slander his name and his family. And so he took it there. And that's what it was about for me. So unless Drake is going to do that at the FIFA show, it don't matter to me. I could care less. He can perform in front of 10 billion people. I really don't care about that. Now that nigga come out and got a new diss track and he called Kenny name out, okay, then now that's something. But he ain't gonna do that. You know how I know? Because the nigga suing. that's the extent of his gangsterism right there. Okay, nigga, you don't talk all that shit about me, nigga. Got me out here looking all stupid and shit. Okay, you right. Lawyers. Yeah, file that shit. Yeah, put that shit in right there. Yeah, that's right. This nigga think I'm playing? Okay, you right. Serve all them bitches. Everybody. I don't give a fuck. Teach these motherfuckers to fuck with me. Yeah, that's
the
straight.
Viewership could possibly compare to the Super Bowl. Super Bowl is the most watched event in the United States. How does the World Cup prepare? Well, a quick Google search, let's see what they say. According to the FIFA, the 2022 World Cup Finals between Argentina and France reached a live audience of 571 million, which is obviously much larger than 133 million that's tuned in for the Super Bowl. But it doesn't stop there. It also has more than 1.4 billion people watching at least 1 minute of the 120-minute live event. Okay, so we're looking at some pretty large numbers globally. So if Drake is able to pull this off, it will be quite the moment to see what he'll do, what he'll perform. But they president, as you've seen, hinted at the Kendrick and Drake beef and possibly seeing them one up each other with this scenario. What do you make of this? So I don't know.
I mean, I could see him wanting to do it just for the promo reasons, right? But here's the thing, again, do most of the nations who tune in for FIFA even know about the Kendrick and Drake beef all like that? Are they going to be glued to their seats just to see what Drake has to say? Look, no matter, and this is just a fact, a lot of the viewership of the Super Bowl halftime show was people wanting to see what Kendrick said, if he was really going to do it, and he did it. That was a lot of, now there still would have been, high numbers as far as the show go. But a lot of people was glued because they wanted to see. The haters was glued because they wanted to see. The fans was glued because they wanted to see. Like, people was glued watching that because they wanted to see if he was really going to do it. And he did it in spectacular fashion. So, yeah, it can't match the viewership of soccer, because soccer is like, what, the biggest sport in the world, period. But people aren't tuning in to soccer. Like, most of the fans don't know what's going on with Kendrick and Drake. So I don't know how much that promotion is going to, but people will watch it. We'll watch it, right? If Drake performs, people like us are going to watch it because we're going to want to see how it goes, how it sounds, how it looks, and you know how it's going to go, right? People are going to be talking their shit if they find something wrong with it and so on and so forth. But for me, I'm not playing this one-up game, and it's okay, man. If he does, he does. That nigga ain't going to come out and diss nobody. He ain't going to say nothing. He paperwork poppy, man. I think I got that from Carcino. Paperwork poppy, I don't know. But let me know what y'all think. Does it really matter to y'all if he performs? Does it really matter? Especially if he ain't going to be dissing. Who cares? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I'll catch y'all on the next one.